Hi, I'm Jamiethecomic and welcome to Review This Shit, the show I review shit you are too pussy to watch. Today's film is Eight-Legged Freaks and it comes from the producers of Independence Day and Godzilla. Why is that people's initial reactions? I honestly don't know why people hate these people so much. Independence Day was awesome. It was an action film that knew exactly what it was, and it kicked ass! Godzilla, on the other hand, yeah, I can understand why people hate that movie so much, but it was still an okay movie, despite the goofy moments. For those of you who don't know, the producer is the one in charge of hiring the director, arranging the sets and casting the actors. In other words, it's their money. So why did established producers pay to make Eight-Legged Freaks? No idea, but let's take a look anyway. This is Eight-Legged Freaks. Bored already! We meet our first character and he gives us our creepy opening to set the mood.
Do you know what it's like to feel your heart beating in your chest so intensely that you can't even breathe? This is a story of monsters, creatures, hideous nightmares that crawl in the night. I've seen them. I've seen them in visions. And you will too. I know you must be saying to yourself, well, what is this fine and enlightened brother doing in this godforsaken landscape? Well, I'll tell you. It's the truth what brought me out here.
Oh, thank God, I actually thought the movie was going to start good. Instead, it's another conspiracy nut who runs his own radio station. Yeah, we don't get enough of them in movies nowadays, do we?
And up-to-the-minute reports on when they plan to invade.
We come across a truck driver who's carrying toxic waste. He sees a rabbit and tries to avoid it, risking his life and his cargo. Dude, it's a fucking rabbit! Run over it! Don't put your life at risk! Idiot! One of the barrels falls out and lands into the river. Wait, look, I've just realised something. Why is toxic waste, a hazardous material, being driven around in an unsecured truck? Shouldn't it be, oh, I don't know, be secured in a fucking hazardous tanker or container? I mean, how stupid are you people of Prosperity Azuri? Azuria? I don't live in America, leave me alone. Whatever, we cut to a person who finds a bug. What? Is that it? That's honestly it. Oh, okay, fine. He finds a bug in the river with the barrel. Wait, you're honestly saying you didn't see that barrel? Or you don't even report it or even care that your bug may be contaminated? Priorities. Then we cut to a week later. There you go, there's 20 seconds of wasted footage that could have been better explained in a flashback later on. But I digress. We cut to our nerd of the movie and spider lover Mickey. He comes to see Joshua, the doctor, who found the bug.
Why so serious?
The Lycosa narbonensis looks different today. It's bigger.
I see dead people. I see dead people.
He loves that movie. I don't...
That's fine, Shyamalan. You can still sue them.
Hey, there they go. Look.
Whoa.
Joshua explains that he has discovered that the spiders are more hungry than usual and new species of spiders are around. Ah! Kill it with fire!
To liquefy the internal organs so she can drink it from the inside out.
Damn, I wish I had one of those when I was a kid. I don't care if I was a nerd, they're fucking awesome!
Yeah, when you come back next week, I bet they're twice as big as they are today.
Bye, Josh. See you next week.
When Mickey leaves, the spider bites Joshua and knocks over all the cages in terror, and they are all set loose. Damn, and people make fun of me when I see a spider. This is why, people. This is why. We are then introduced to Chris, who has arrived to see his aunt, and we hear from his aunt that the mining business isn't going so well.
A woman who wasn't sure.
Hey, Gladys.
Bad dog. No.
Wait, that's it? Oh my god, I'm more pissed with the editing and pace of this movie than Australia's November Claire show. And finally, something is done about that toxic waste.
Yeah, we got a,
No. The question is, what are you doing out here? You were supposed to stay in the house.
What'd you find, Mom?
That's his mom?
Tossed a barrel of chemicals.
God, talk about him.
Condition. It's been out here at least a couple of weeks. Put your bike in the truck. Pete, can you help me with this bike?
yeah, okay, sure.
We then cut to the open road where we see some bikers do some stunts in front of Mickey and his mom. They did it in front of a cop? Wow, it's only been 11 minutes and we're gonna get our first chase of the movie! Okay, bring it!
Party's over, gentlemen. Off the bikes.
What? Of all the car-free, open-roaded, uncongested stretch of road, you do a wheelie in front of a cop? You deserve to be eaten! If only that was possible in this movie.
Oh, come on. Give him a break. Get in the truck, Ashley. Mom! Now.
We cut to nighttime where a town meeting is being held at the mall where they are discussing the lack of house sales in the area. And the mayor is... God, his teeth make him look like Bela Lugosi, don't they? He claims that he is going to use the mines underneath their homes to store toxic waste, but Chris Gate crashes the meeting and explains the mines underneath the homes contain methane gas, and dumping toxic waste would be dangerous. He also reveals he is the owner of the mine and he refuses to sell. We cut to our lovable cop in his home and his wife, who we want to see killed, and we see him working on his home and we see his cat crawls into the wall. And guys, get ready for our only funny moment of the film. Get ready for laughter.
Get your furry cat ass out of there.
The next day, Chris comes to ask the mom out, and Ashley, played by Scarlett Johansson. Don't worry guys, her role in the Avengers will save her career. She thinks it's her boyfriend and gets ready to leave.
Here, take this.
What is that? Is that a stun gun?
Protection.
What, are you kidding me?
I knew guys just like Brett when I was
Mom,
your
I'm
age.
not you, okay? I'm not gonna get pregnant at 16. I'm not gonna stay here for the rest of my life and be like a trailer trash sheriff, alright?
Not sure if burn or I want to kill.
Mom,
Seriously though, how harsh was that? I don't care if you're a moody teenager. How...
I'm not gonna stay here for the rest of my life and be like a trailer trash sheriff.
Okay, movie, you've got me into you. You make me want to watch it just so I can see her die.
I didn't deserve that. Look, I'm sorry, okay? I'm really sorry. Can I have a stun gun, please?
Be careful with it, all right?
Okay. Thank you.
Get out of here.
Ew.
Mickey arrives at Joshua's and goes round the back, revealing the mine that we were told about earlier, and we get a taste of the main boss. Mickey, look out! It's a terrible CGI spider! Run! Or walk away slowly, either way works. Later, Chris takes some workers down to the mine to continue the work his father left behind.
Section he was working on when he died.
Yep.
Thought so.
Suddenly.
We cut to night time. Oh, movie, stop cutting from day to night. It's getting annoying now. Stop it! Anyway, we hear the mayor talking on the phone that he is storing toxic waste in the mines without the townspeople knowing. The next day, stop cutting! Ashley and her boyfriend are making out and he refuses to back off. Wow, calm down guys, it's only a 12 rating. Maybe some light-hearted comedy will regain this movie's trust with the BBFC. The spiders arrive, and now we begin to see the good stuff. Remember those spikers I wanted to see eaten alive? Well, guess what? They're eaten alive! Yay! But the potential rapist gets away. Aww. And Gladys stumbles across a hole in her basement, which leads to the mines, and gets caught by fast forward video. Chris then comes across that leg of a spider in the hole and takes it to Chris.
Hold this. What's going on?
So, check this out. After taking careful measurements of the exoskeleton I found at Joshua's, my program calculated that the spider was roughly the size shown here.
What spider?
But the hole in the basement was much bigger than that.
What hole?
Okay, now let's input the measurements from your exoskeleton and see what happens.
Prodigious!
One of the spiders makes its way to Mickey's house, and Ashley... When did this movie turn to hentai? What? Don't judge, I only watched it once. Oh, screw you!
Sam, is that you, Sam?
Samantha calls the only cop to grab all the guns and meet her at her house. Wait, you know what I've just noticed? There are only 2 cops we see. We don't see or even hear about the other cops. It may be a quiet town, but surely you have cops on duty 24/7. We then get a few more killings, and our gang and our lovable cop, of course, drive away with an arsenal of weapons. They drive to the Conspiracy Nuts trailer and make an announcement over his radio.
Message for our charming little community.
This is Sheriff Sam Parker, and I have a very important announcement to make.
A giant spider attacks the trailer, but luckily the 3 of them get away. And now they're stealing from Looney Tunes. Do you have no shame? What did Looney Tunes ever do to you? We now see the spiders let loose on the town. That spider was further away. How did that one get in and the other one didn't? Continuity, guys, you use it to make sense. The police car drives through the infested town, and our heroes instruct everyone to make their way to the mall.
If you build it, they will come.
Everyone locks themselves into the mall, and Mike finally gets his time in the spotlight as he explains to the angry crowd that they need to stay quiet if they hope to keep the spiders at a distance. And the nuts Samantha and Chris discuss a plan to take the spiders down, and they send everyone to arm themselves.
You had the phone? I thought you had the phone.
Our heroes make it onto the roof and make a call using a cell phone by climbing the satellite dish tower to get a good signal. I'm sorry, but you have no idea how long it took me to say that line. Back in the mall, we see the mayor sneaks away from the crowd and finds a shelter to lock himself in. Okay, how long will it be until it bites him in the ass? And how will it turn out? Will he A, get chased by the angry mob? Will he B, die? Please let it be B. Or C, the spider just takes him away and nothing happens to him. Although all 3 of them are a good option, I would have to go with B. He dies. Please let it be B. I hate this character. Back in the mall, one of the spiders breaks the barrier to let all the smaller spiders into the complex.
Everybody get to the basement now! Hurry!
Did he just drop his shotgun for a handgun? Despite him having ammo? Look, okay, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's not the same ammo. But if that's the case, why is he wearing it? Back on the roof.
You'll never get that anal probe near me! Marley, no!
I'm just gonna assume that was a one-story building because that would have killed him. So he jumps face down into a bush and runs away. Realising he's surrounded and no one's come to back him up, Chris swings onto the wire and jumps into a vent, getting him into the building and away from the spiders. How convenient! We find the barber who got separated from the group hiding in the changing room of a sports store, and he slowly makes his way out. Okay, I'm not gonna explain why that wouldn't work. But I am gonna play this music. The two lovebirds meet up again and they make their way back to the storeroom and realise they are screwed. Yay! The movie's almost over! They make their way into the mine while Samantha stays behind to block the door.
I hope.
Why didn't you just ram the door and kill the spider? And you would have made a barricade for the door as well. There is plenty of a gap for them to get by now.
No gunfire! No gunfire will set off the gas!
That's right! Don't use the gun, but use the crossbow. It's there. Use it!
Catch.
Oh, come on, movie. First you take my time, and now you're taking my jokes. Will you ever stop? On their way to the exit, they come across the nest where all the spiders are keeping their food, and they find the mayor and set him free, just as the spiders break down the door. Man, those cartoon noises are really taking a mood from this movie. I know it's meant to be a comedy, but it's just getting annoying. I'm sorry, but do you see what this movie does to you? After seeing the mayor is still alive, Chris decides to go back looking for his aunt, and he instructs the others to escape and turn on the generator to ignite the mine. He manages to find her, and he also finds gold! The others escape and work on getting the generator running. But back in the mines, Chris and the aunt come across a spider and use the perfume that Mike gave them to escape.
Mike, you saved us!
The gang can't find any gasoline, but thanks to the taser, they manage to spark the generator for just one spark needed to set off the gas.
Genius.
okay, look, I'm glad the movie is coming to an end, but would that have honestly powered the lights? You know what, I don't care. The movie is almost over. Chris and the aunt escapes, the spiders are dead, oh, Animal is gone too. Very funny. And just like any other movie, the emergency services come at the end when everything is already wrapped up.
Are there any more people down in those mines?
No, my Aunt Gladys was the only one I found alive. I checked the other cocoons, but nobody made it.
You checked all the cocoons? The whole 2 of them? It doesn't matter. Look, just end the movie. We then close off by the nuts.
Attacked our sleepy little town. And to this day, people refuse to believe the truth about what happened here. I mean, they would lead you to believe that I would embellish this story, that I would make it up, but we know the truth. Chris McCormick reopening the gold mines and putting everyone back to work. Well, that, my friends, is another story altogether.
No, no, don't you dare make a sequel. Doesn't matter. We're done. So, Eight-Legged Freaks, good movie? The characters are uninteresting, the story generic, and the action is unappealing. The jokes consist of slapstick from the cartoon voice spiders. I can't believe I just said that. And it's not even that scary. Some actors are okay, but others are... yeah. The only thing I will praise about this movie is that the pacing of this movie. The time of the film was perfect, and everything else just sucked. So stay away from this movie, you will not enjoy it and it will be a waste of your money. I'm Jamiethecomic, stay away from it. Damn it! Damn, this was a terrible movie. It's not even funny!
Itsy bitsy spider crawled in the mama's bed, crawled upon her.